You're watching New York 1. It's 8 o'clock.
I'm Gary Anthony Ramsey with the latest in a New York 1 Minute. The world's biggest St. Patrick's Day parade takes center stage in Manhattan. Thousands line Fifth Avenue to catch the festivities. Protests were, though, once again part of the parade. 3 people supporting the cause of gays and lesbians who want to march under their own banner were arrested. Police say they tried to chain themselves to each other and then to a fence. One of the people allegedly bit an officer. Mayor Giuliani joined an estimated 165,000 marchers taking the trip up Fifth Avenue, but conspicuously absent Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton, who enjoyed a St. Patrick's Day Democratic breakfast in Manhattan before heading upstate to march there. Edward Cardinal Egan delivered his first St. Patrick's Day Mass before a packed St. Patrick's Cathedral. In other news, Sean Puffy Combs is spending his first day after being cleared in connection with a 1999 nightclub shooting. And the state says test scores show students are struggling with higher math standards.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 240th Annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. And you're looking at County Donegal.
The northernmost county in Ireland, but it's not in Northern Ireland. Malin-Head, the northernmost point in the island of Ireland.
Sean McGovern, the president, out in front. They're very proud of their banner. That's Owen O'Donnell, one of the famous leaders of the O'Donnell clan, who has called Donegal home since the 1400s. And one of the men under the banner has been carrying it for 20 years. Big Frank Molloy. He has the job of carrying that banner up the avenue. And a lot of Donegal folks out here today. You see, we get the banner here. Frank is on your left-hand side as you look at him. He's one of a trio of brothers. There he is, a good shot of Frank, Lanty, and his other brother, Connie. In fact, when Donegal won the All-Ireland final, their brother, Anthony, was the man who took home the Sam Maguire. So Frank has a lot of history on his side.
We've been talking a lot about the banners. They better have a beautiful one to compete with the place itself. Donegal's supreme appeal lies actually in the natural beauty of its coast. It has windswept peninsulas, cliffs, and a host of golden beaches. I think that rival any in Europe, right?
Yeah, and they have a beautiful set of ladies who march with Donegal, marshaled by Helen Feeney, who is waving to her camera there. You see them in the green outfits. Danny Doohan there, a good Donegal man. Jimmy Kennedy, I think, has snuck out from his duties up on Catone Avenue. There's the beautiful kilts I'm talking about. And the chair lady for those people is Nair Harkins. Donegal, parts of Donegal that still speak Gaelic. Up in Ranna Forest, when I was going to school in Knockbridge, they used to send me up to Donegal to speak Irish. And if you were caught speaking English in any of the houses, you were sent home. So it was a disgrace to be caught speaking English at any point in Donegal.
And now we're going to go back to Felicia Taylor, who has another guest with her. Felicia. Unfortunately, we're having a little bit of a sound problem there. Felicia's mic is not working for us right now, but we will be going back to her with her guest as soon as we can get that problem fixed. In the meantime, we'll continue to look at the beautiful County Donegal.
And why not look at their banner? Beautiful banner. Loch Derg, also known as St. Patrick's Purgatory. That was well known in the Middle Ages, Chris. People went to fast, and that's on the back of the banner. That's the Loch Derg.
That's right. Continues to this day. Every July, the fasters go. It's been memorialized in poem by Dennis Devlin, Patrick Kavanagh, and Seamus Heaney have all written about the Loch Derg pilgrims.
And I think we've got our technical problem solved now. That's the beauty of going live. You have to deal with these situations. Felicia, I think we can hear you now. Try it this time.
And no, we were talking earlier about the luck of the Irish, and speaking of the luck of the Irish, one of the great symbols, of course, is the shamrock. I know you guys were talking about it earlier, but I was told that the shamrock has curative powers and can even foretell the weather. Now, supposedly, if the leaves arch upward, there's going to be a storm. Clearly, they're not. I don't know if I want to tempt Mother Nature, but so far the weather's been holding up, and it's been a great day for the parade here. Also, one of the great symbols of Ireland is their national airline, Aer Lingus, and with me now is Brian Murphy. Brian?
Felicia, nice to be with you today. Great day, and the weather couldn't be better. We're thrilled.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about what it means to be a part of this parade.
Well, you know, Aer Lingus has been flying across the Atlantic for over 50 years now. And Aer Lingus is a very proud sponsor of the parade. And As a matter of fact, in a few minutes, about 35 of our staff will be marching in the parade.
That's a great thing. Now, part of what's so incredible about the Irish country is the fact that its economy is literally booming, which means it's bigger business for you.
Well, that's absolutely correct. And the listeners and viewers may have heard of the Irish Celtic Tiger. And Aer Lingus has been very much part of that over the last few years, growing our business. In fact, we flew 1 million passengers last year over the Atlantic, and we're very proud of that. And most recently, we added our 6th gateway, Baltimore, Washington, which has proven to be a great success as well.
Well, congratulations and happy St. Patrick's Day.
And to you, Felicia. Have a great day.
You too. Nancy, back to you.
Thank you, Felicia, and I'm so glad that my Shamrock here is cooperating and not telling me that a storm is due, because I like it better this year when it's not snowing. Snow is normally beautiful, and I like to see it and come to New York and see it, because I don't get to see it that much in California, but not when you're outside hosting a parade with all these wonderful people who came out to march. We're kind of glad it's only 41.
That's right. It looks good on television, but I prefer being out here.
It is good to be out here. I'm getting to wave at all the people as they go by.
Mickey Ward waving up. I heard him shouting Nancy. I think a lot of these people must watch Hollywood Access, do they?
I like to hear that they're watching Access Hollywood. It makes me feel good.
The last night I saw you were hanging out with a bunch of Irish guys too. You were hanging out with Bono and all those guys at the Grammys, wasn't it?
You know, we bonded. I think with the last name Odell and Bono, I think it was easy to bond with those guys, so to speak, from U2.
That was a great night.
And it's great to be here with you two.
We're not you two, but yeah, that's good. Yeah, you two. Yeah, that's right.
We'll be back with more jokes and puns in just a moment.